The Austin market's changing, interest rates are changing. What the heck is happening today? Let's jump into March's review along with reviewing the data of February. So, jumping into it, first of all, rates. Where the heck are they going? Are they expected to go, and where they're at now? So, we've been jumping around since the first of the year. We were about that 6%, jumped up to 6.9, back to 6.5. Well, today, as of today, 6.3% to 6.5%. And we expect moving forward, fourth quarter, to be about 5.8% based on projections. And that's if the Fed reduces rates, which we'll talk about too in a moment, right after talking about price forecasts. So, where do we expect values to go? Majority of these sources expect prices to increase, but who knows, right? Because right now, interest rates are still high. So as long as the Fed decreases them sometime in 2024, possibly June, that will really have a big impact for the second half of this year. Speaking about the Fed, okay, they're saying, look, it was supposed to be March to reduce rates, interest rates, right? And now it's pushed till June. And now, as of just this last day, they're saying, look, we're not really sure when in 2024, but we expect sometime in 2024 to reduce rates. This will have a very large impact in our market because once that news hits the news cycle, whoa, the amount of buyers that are going to come out to Austin market and even the United States market will be strong and will be high because Austin has the number one city in America with most pent-up buyer demand. So we have a lot of people just kind of waiting to the sidelines thinking when rates reduce, I can afford it. The reality is when rates reduce, prices do what? They go up. So demand, this kind of proves the point. NAR just came out with this data that states Austin is number one pent-up demand for buyers. Let's talk about the data from last month so we can see a real picture of what's happening. So first of all, days on market. So how long does it take a seller to sell the property? Right now, 90 days, so 3 months for a home to sell. And that's if the home isn't priced right. We're seeing a lot of homes just not priced right or in the best condition. So buyers want a property that's move-in ready and a fair price. The new listings, we jumped up 40.2% compared to February of 2023. Absolute increase from 2,866 to 4,019. Now this makes sense because a lot of people kind of pulled their listing off the market in fourth quarter thinking, I'm going to wait for the buyers to come back to the market to relist my home, right? That's kind of a strategy that they had in their mind. And they're unfortunately listing at either the same price or higher. They're just not going to get those prices because they're just in 2022 world, Fantasyland is just not something that you can get today. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer for values to continue to increase and rebound. Now, close price to list price ratio, meaning, hey, if I'm asking 500,000, do I get it? The answer is not quite. You get within 2% of that. That actually increased from the months prior from 96 to 97% to 98, which means buyers are giving a little bit more money for the price of the home. The median list price is at $485,000. I want you to see a trend here from October of 2023 onward. We had this little kind of up, down, up, down. You'll see how prices are increased, right? That list price has gone up. And that's exactly what we projected from January. It's happening exactly how we projected. Median close price is at $439,000. Also, look at the trend line we see from November, December, January, right? We had a dip and then we're going up again. We expected the prices to go up. That's exactly what is occurring. So let's go to your active listings. We're at 9,148 listings compared to 2,199 sold listings. If you put that into kind of like comparison, we're selling the exact same amount of homes that we did last year for February. When it comes to months of inventory, we're at 4.16 months. So we're slightly increased with our inventory compared to the last few months. Okay, seller. So let's talk about you real quick. First of all, there's a better outlook for 2024. That's good. When it comes to active listings, all right, this is a little bit darker red because we've had more active listings, meaning more competition. You have to price right, and your condition of the home has to be great and better than competitor in order to sell. Days to sell have also increased, right? Taking that 90 days on the market on that total if the home again is not priced right. More inventory, more meaning of course more competition, interest rates that steady 6.3 6.5% range, decreases a decrease of interest rates are expected a little later. Negotiation power right now, the you do have a little bit more power that you received back from 30 to 35%, but majority of power right now is on the buyer's side. Again, that's if you did not price competitively and fairly. Sellers, you must have a strong, absolute strong and creative selling strategy. The real estate agent, we can provide that information to you. And again, the move-in ready homes, priced correctly, they're very competitive. We're also seeing multiple offers on that. Buyers, okay, Austin market shifting. You see this, right? You see your friends, hear your friends starting to get into the market. Also, the buyers have, again, come back to the market. Interest rates, they're going to continue to decrease as the expectation later this year. We do have more inventory for you to choose from. Just remember, keep in mind, if the home looks beautiful at a great price, multiple offers. I've already had 4 this year, multiple offer situation. You have to bid correctly, but not overbid like you were in 2022. So you're probably paying 3,000, 5,000, up no more than 10,000 above the list price when you're in the competitive multiple offer situation. Okay, sellers will negotiate with you as a buyer as long as the home is 45 days or older on the market. That's when they're willing to pay for most of closing costs, most of the major issues on the inspection report. So if you have any questions whatsoever about the market, you're a past client, you just want to know, hey, am I doing well with my value, or I want to dispute my property taxes, or you're just curious on how it all works, reach out. We're here to help. All right, take care.